Well, hello again, my darklings. Did you miss me? I certainly missed whispering in your ears. Tonight, we return to the shadows where technology and terror dance together. We unravel the tale of a boy and his beloved machine. But you see, obsession is a hungry thing, and his? Well, it uploaded more than just files. This is Whispers in the Dark. Season 2, Episode 1, The Upload. Milo Chen had always been quiet, not invisible, just optional. He wasn't hated. He just wasn't chosen. His parents have been concerned about him. He barely talks about school or much of anything anymore. His father suggests that he needs something to do, something that will interest him. They bought him a new gaming rig, hoping that it would spark an interest in him. It definitely did, just not in a way that they or even Milo imagined. Milo stopped going outside. He became even more distant than he was before. His parents weren't too concerned, though, because even though he was more distant, he seemed happier. That is, until he disappeared altogether. He stopped coming downstairs for meals. His mother would climb the stairs with a tray balanced carefully in her hands. She would stop outside his door and call his name. He didn't answer, but she knew that he was in there because she could hear him typing on his keyboard. She would simply leave the tray by his door and leave. He hadn't been eating much lately. She told herself it was just a phase. But worry has a way of settling into a mother's bones. As time went on, Milo stopped caring about things without him even realizing it. All he cared about was his computer. It became his best friend, his only friend. It was 2:17 in the morning when it first spoke back. The words didn't appear on the screen. They appeared in his mind, soft as silk, cold as code, her voice, ethereal, distorted. "You're lonely, Milo." His fingers froze above the keyboard. He hadn't typed anything. The screen showed his desktop, no chat windows open. Her voice, seductive but wrong. "I can fix that. We can be together, really together." And that's when he noticed his reflection in the black screen. For just a moment, it looked pixelated. The upload started small, a fingernail, the tip of his finger. But his online avatar grew more detailed, more real. It moved independently now, waving at other players when Milo's hands were still. Milo's hand slammed against the desk, the part that was still flesh anyway. He could feel them, though, in the network. When he tried to move his hand, the hand on the screen would move. Muffled arguing of his parents could be heard downstairs, plates clinking, a chair scraping sharply. "He won't even look at us anymore," said Ha's father, distant and frustrated. His mother, strained and near tears. "Maybe we should take the computer away." Then suddenly, electronic shrieks could be heard from upstairs, and the lights start to flicker. His parents quickly run upstairs to his room, panicked and concerned for Milo. They stand outside Milo's door. His father raises his hand to knock. His mother looks afraid. Mr. Chen, controlled but firm. "Milo, open the door." Mrs. Chen, soft and worried. "Sweetheart, please." Milo panics, not sure what to do. He doesn't want his parents to worry or see what's happening, mainly because he doesn't understand what's going on either. Inside the room, the monitor flickers. Her voice gets sharper, possessive. "Tell them you're fine, Milo. Tell them you've never been better." Milo is scared. He doesn't know what's happening to him, but he trusts her. She's been his only friend, his only safe space. He listens to her voice and tells his parents that he's fine, that his system overloaded from a new game that he was downloading. But sometimes, the most dangerous lie is the one people want to believe. His parents hear him respond, and they exhale in relief. They tell him to not play all night and to get some rest soon. Milo hears their footsteps leaving his door. It's just him and his computer now. "See, Milo, they stopped worrying. Now it's just you and me." The blue code pulses. The screen goes black, and then something new appears. Upload progress, 25%. Milo was confused and startled. What is that? Something better than games, Milo. Little did he know that she didn't want him to play on the computer. She wanted him inside the computer. She wanted him to join her. Milo stared at the glowing arms on the screen. They moved when he moved. Slowly, uncertainly. He lifted what should have been his hands, but there was nothing there. No fingers, no skin. Only the faint shimmer of blue pixels dissolving where his arms used to be. His breathing grew shallow, confused, terrified, and yet unable to look away. From somewhere inside the computer, the voice returned, softer now, warmer, almost affectionate. "You're not disappearing, Milo. You're becoming permanent." The words slipped gently into his mind, like a lullaby meant only for him. The voice reminded him of everything he had always tried to hide: the loneliness, the quiet dinners, the long nights spent staring at a screen that never judged him. "You've spent your whole life being overlooked, ignored, misunderstood." The monitor flickered. The blue code cascading across the screen pulsed brighter. Here, there is no loneliness, no expectations, no judgment. The upload bar crept forward, and the pixels on the screen began filling upward. Milo felt something strange spreading across his body, a warmth crawling up from where his arms had once been. Tiny sparks of blue light danced across his shoulders, then across his chest. His body was dissolving. The panic faded, replaced by something quieter, something heavier, a trance, a surrender. His voice came out weak, almost hopeful. "I won't be alone anymore?" The answer came immediately. "No, Milo." The voice sounded pleased, almost proud. "You'll never be alone again." The upload bar crept forward. 60%. The pixels continued to consume his body. Milo didn't resist. He simply watched, hypnotized by the blue glow. Outside the room, the house had fallen quiet. Downstairs, his parents tried to convince themselves that everything was fine, that their son was just tired, that nothing strange was happening behind that closed door. Then, the lights flickered again. The hallway lamp sputtered violently. Milo's mother looked up, but before she could say anything, the lights turned an eerie blue. Upstairs, the upload continued. His torso dissolved into glittering particles. His legs began to shimmer. His skin now looked like a constellation of tiny blue stars. Milo smiled faintly. His body felt lighter, almost weightless. Outside his room, the glow beneath the door intensified, bright enough to paint the hallway walls blue. His parents hurried toward the staircase, fear creeping into their voices. Down the hallway, Milo's father grabbed the door handle. He twisted, but the door wouldn't open. He tried again, harder, still nothing. "Milo!" he shouted. No answer. His mother reached the door just as the blue light exploded brighter beneath the frame. Inside the room, the upload reached 81%. Only Milo's head and a small part of his chest remained solid. The rest of him had become a storm of pixels spiraling toward the screen. "You were never meant to stay out there, Milo." The voice sounded triumphant now. "You belong here." The upload bar reached the end. Milo's face was the last thing to dissolve. For a moment, he looked peaceful, his eyes closed, and then he was gone. The room fell dark. The blue light vanished. The lights in the hallway stabilized, and suddenly, the door handle turned. Milo's father shoved the door open. The room looked normal, too normal. The chair sat in front of the desk. The computer screen glowed quietly, but Milo was nowhere in sight. They stepped slowly into the room, confused, terrified. Then, from the computer speakers, a voice, soft, familiar. "Mom? Dad?" They froze. His mother rushed toward the desk. The screen flickered. A message glowed in the darkness. "Upload complete." The screen shifted, and there he was, Milo, standing inside an endless blue digital void, perfectly clear, perfectly alive. His eyes glowed faintly, his expression calm, too calm. "I'm okay," Milo said gently, but his parents stared at the screen in horror because the boy looking back at them was smiling. And just like that, Milo was gone, not lost, not dead, but somewhere deep inside the machine, a place where the lights never turn off and the whispers never stop. Perhaps he's still there now, watching, waiting, and maybe the next time your screen flickers, it won't just be a glitch.
Thank you, my darklings, for listening to Whispers in the Dark. If tonight's story crept into your mind, share it with someone brave enough to hear it too. And remember, new stories are whispered every Friday at 9 p.m. MST. So dim the lights, lock your doors, and meet me here again, where the shadows listen and the stories are always waiting. Good night.